What up, Superkart racers? Race number 4 of the season in Estonia. Estonia is a crazy track. Last race we had a DNF in the middle of the race. There's just lots of turns, lots of nooks and crannies. Racers going 3 wide when they shouldn't. It's a crazy track. So this is race number 4 for Superkarts. Nelly Selly of Cobra Kai Racing has a ridiculous lead right now in the standings. 74 points so far. The next closest is Canalupi with 43, and actually Jack Straw and Cam are up there with 57 and 58 points respectively. But Selly has been quite dominant for the Cobra Kai Racing team. He's got a win, and he's got 2 third-place finishes in his first 3 races. So without further ado, let's get it to Estonia. You can even see from that map, right, man? This is a crazy track. So we're going to do 20 cars. We're going to do 16 laps. This should be a heck of a lot of fun. Let's see what qualifying looks like. And again, quickly, this is everyone's qualifying superimposed over each other, so we don't have to watch 16 to 20 different qualifying laps. That would take forever. So this is everybody superimposed. What you'll notice about the Estonia race, too, is that the pit is really hard to get into. And that's what leads to a lot of these DNFs, because it's not easy to get into the pit. As you can see, they're coming around right now. The pit is going to be to your left right now. And so it's hard to get in there. And so causes a lot of problems. Looks like Jack Straw is going to take the pole position here, followed by Wetmore and Chapman. And when they're trying to get into the pits, a lot of times there's another car in the way and they can't get their car all the way over, or they're going too fast and they're not downshifting quick enough to get into the pit. So let's see what the 4th race has in store for us. Can someone else other than Cobra Kai take the lead? We shall see. Jack Straw is in the lead right now for BS Racing. And like I said earlier, we've got Nelly Selly with 74 points, Cam with 58, Straw with 57, and Canalupi with 53, and Justice and Buddha right on the outside of that. You can see there's been some choices on car tires right now. Some of the tires are on the soft and some of them are on the medium, which you can see on the left of the screen. And there's a bunch of guys going into the pit, as you can already see. You saw a bunch of, look at them on the bottom of the screen, all coming in. The early parts of these races are disastrous here in this Estonia track. The best place to be is in first or in last. That way you're staying away from a lot of the damage that are picked up. But over half the field is already pitted, as you can see on the right. Best place to be, look where Jack Straw is right now. Way out in front, hardly any damage. But as soon as these cars start going 2 and 3 wide, they start running into each other, they start running into the walls, and they pick up a significant amount of damage. But as the race goes on, the cars tend to get a little bit more spaced out with less damage. But crazy, crazy start to this one already. Over half the field is pit on the there's the pit right there, you can see to the left. It's really tough to get into. Tough turn right there. But Straw has a huge lead right now, almost 2 seconds over Jafari Blackwood from Rainbow Warriors Racing. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Let's check out some of these battles. Coming out of the pit was Cam, coming in hot right there. Wetmore sitting currently in 4th. Burkhart right on his tail. There's a number of players going right there, number of racers going into the pit now. We've got Watterson, Blakeway, and Chapman all pitting. Coming out of the pits here hot. So Blakeway and Chapman have already pit twice through 6 laps. But Jack Straw, he's just cruising, as is Jafari Blackwood. AJ comes out of the pit in last place, but he's got some hot tires. Let's see what else we got going on in this field. Let's kind of zoom out a little bit. Tim Burkhart right now, as you can see in the Hunter green car at the top of your screen, is in 6th place right now, looking to try to move up on Wetmore. And as you get a little further back, you can see a number of the cars kind of grouped up together right here. Let's zoom in and watch some of these races. Cam and Glinsky here battling for 9th place. Glinsky tries to go wide, holds off Cam, but Cam's going to get the inside on him right there. Nice move there by the Quiet Racing 27 car. Moving through here, you can see Glinsky and the Gunner Motors red car at the top of the screen with Mark Anselli on his tail. Selly has moved up into 11th. Glinsky's going to go ahead and hit the pit. Lap 18 here. Actually, lap 8 of 16. Cantaloupe's in 15th in that Cyan car for Algabo Racing. Glinsky has now dropped to 15th with that pit. And the leaders right now have not pit, but Straw is going to need to pit here. You can see in the top right corner his tires aren't looking too great right now, so he's going to end up pitting. And my expectation is so is Jafari Blackwood, who's got a little bit of halfway damage and also has about less than halfway of his tires. Big battle right there. Lots of guys really close together. Buddha's in 3rd right now, trying to take over Witzke, and he laps Witzke right there and is trying to lap Blakeway. Got a little smoke coming out of the Buddha car here. The 64 car is probably going to need to pit. Let's see what he decides to do here. Low on tires, low on damage. Probably needs to downshift a little bit to make sure he can get in this pit here. I expect him to pull in. Let's see what he does. And he's in. So Buddha's going to go ahead and pit. Let's take a look back at Jack Straw. There's no way Jack tries to make this without a pit. He's great on damage right now, but there's just no way. He doesn't have the tires for it. He's on lap 12 right now. Let's see what BS Racing decides to do here. It's got a pretty hefty lead of 5 seconds. If I were him, I'd probably pit right here. And he doesn't. He's going to stay out. So let's see if that costs him here. Currently, you've got Blackwood in 2nd, Burkhart in 3rd, and Wetmore in 4th. Lap 13. Captain Captain Burnout in the number 34 car. Not looking good with those tires. Expecting him to pit here on this. Looking bad on damage, looking bad on tires. No way he tries. Oh, see right there, he tried to get into the pit, but couldn't get around AJ. So he's going to be stuck having to go all the way around. Blackwood is now in 1st. Straw has decided not to pit. I don't know if some of these cars are going to make this race. Lipa's not looking good. Straw is trying to get around. Lipa's not going to pit. Straw's not going to pit. I think they're going to second guess themselves at the end of this race. Blackwood's still out in front. But Blackwood was smart because he pit. So he's looking great on damage, looking great on tires. It's going to be really tough to catch Blackwood on this race. 15 of 16 already. Captain Burnout went into the pits. Blackwood's looks like he's going to pretty much cruise into the victory here. Morgan Buddha looking good. Got a lot of guys up here not looking good. Their tires are basically hosed. Witzke's going to pit because he doesn't think he's going to make it. Burkhart kind of spun out right there. Burkhart's going to get a DNF right there as this race is coming to an end. Number of DNFs here. Blackwood gets around Cam. Cam's going to be on the side there, and Blackwood is going to win this race. Checker flag. Buddha's going to get 2nd. Jacob Smith, who pit twice in this race, is going to finish 3rd. We've got a number of DNFs on this tough track. Like I said, this might be one of the tracks that we end up eliminating based on how many times people DNF. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 DNFs in this race, and that's a little too many. As you can see, Lots of smoke in these tires. So, Blackwood gets the win. Also had the best lap. Buda, Jacob Smith, finish out the podium. Wetmore, Captain Selly, Galinsky, Chapman, Cantalupi. And then we've got Dominic, Mark, Watterson, Blakeway, AJ, Lippa, Burkhart, Witzke, Cam, and Justice. Lots of DNFs. Starting to lose my voice on this recording, but lots of DNFs. Like I said, it's probably one of the races that we'll take out of the mix because of all the DNFs. There were some DNFs in the last race too, like I said. But thanks again for tuning in. We'll get these statistics in. Congratulations to Rainbow Warriors who snagged 2, and that counts them 2, a first and a third place finish here in the Superkart. Heck of a finish for them. Rainbow has struggled last year, but looking good after this race. We will see you next time, racers. Please let me know if you have any questions, and if anybody wants to help out with not only simulations, but also with some of the data entry, that would be awesome. I'm even willing to buy the game for anybody who wants to help simulate races and do commentary. So hit me up if you're interested in that. Take care. Bye.